covering over 60 acres of water in total and only holding around 60 carp in total. A true low stop big pit, but the rewards are there. Some very big old British scaly 40 pounders and maybe pushing that 50-pound barrier. Welcome to the French and Great campaign. Part 1, the inlet. So this is when the campaign started without myself knowing there was a campaign starting. So I come down to visit a few mates. They said, come down, have a look at the lake, see what you think. I thought, all right then, I'll go down and have a look. And I was booked onto another venue that evening. And soon as I come in here, I fell in love with the place. And I knew there was guest tickets. And I just said, how do you feel about me going off to get a guest ticket on your permit and come on for 2 nights and just see how it goes? And they said, yeah, crack on. So my mate's gone off to work. He's left a rod in the swim with a lead on it. So I thought I'll have a lead about before I go off and do anything. Casting and casting. It's a very silty, weedy venue. And I've come across a spot that's fairly clear for what the venue has to offer. So I sort of settled my mind on that spot. Whether it was carp or not, I saw a few things showing there. So I quickly rushed off home. 3 hours later, after going to get all of my fishing gear, stock up on some food and get the permit, the guest ticket, I come back in, get the rods out there, 2 hinge stiff rigs, a 15mm pop-up from AceBaits. That was the Simply Black, and it was in a pineapple goo. It was a very washed out yellow, whitish colour. Got that over there with 5 kilo of particle and boilie, the natural nut boilies from AceBaits, and just settled for it. Middle of the night, get a 10-pound tench, and that's when my gut feeling and instinct kicked in that the carp would be following the tench, or the tench would be following the carp, and I wasn't far away from a carp. So rod straight back out, middle of the night, spod rod back out, bang, bang, cut on more kilo out there, spot on. And it was 10 o'clock the next morning. I was laying in bed, and all I've heard is a dud dud, and it's obviously the bobbin. It's going dud dud dud, and I was like, it's got to be the coots. There's coots over on the spot, and it goes dud. Got the fox alarms. It's got to drop back, and I knew instantly it was a bit off. So I jumps in my waders, runs out in the water. Bobbin's pinned up tight. The line's coming off the spot very slowly, drifting to the left. Picks up into it. Nothing. Reeling in. It probably comes back about 10 rod lengths. We're now 7 rod lengths out, and all of a sudden, vroom, that rod's going, and it's knocking, and it's grating across the bottom. My mate's asleep. I'm going, I've got one on. I'm in disbelief to hook in to one of the 60 fish in my first night. He couldn't believe it either. He's come out all day, he's still tired. We're just there, and we've seen this tail pattern come up, and I'm like, that's a carp. That is a carp. So slowly bringing it towards me, and it goes in the net. It's a 24-pound common, but it's mint, it's immaculate, it's untouched, and that's a big reward for a first night on a venue like this. Second night, nothing. But I settled on that I'm staying here, and this lake is for me. So next weekend I goes off, gets my permit, I does another night in the inlet, and nothing. And then something's telling me to change. That's exactly what I did. Went home, tinkered with the baits to try and find something that would outwit the carp and other anglers wouldn't be using. With using glue, sticking it around the bait and coating them in hemp until they're almost invisible over the bed of hemp. With my spod mix, starting off with a kilo of hemp seed, topping it up with 1 kg of 15mm natural nut, half a kg of 15mm banana twist, 3 handfuls of 18mm natural nuts, half a kg of crushed banana twist, and half a kg of crushed 18mm natural nut. Using the kettle, washing out the bait, making it more digestible, steaming it in the bucket to make it nice and soft, and make the water go all syrupy and sludgy like. Here we are, after all of our bait preparation, we're finally ready to hit our 4th and 5th night. We'll get them rods out there and we'll keep spotting, keep working that swim, and keep building the bait out there and see exactly how we get on this session. Here we are, 4th night into a Frensham campaign. Gone and bagged one at 18:12, 20 to 5 in the morning, nice early wake up. Sunset's over in the background. Landed on that natural nut 15mm pop-up on a Ronnie rig this time, which we'll talk through that presentation a bit later on. Probably about 5 kilo of bait over the last 2 days. Really mint one. But here we go, here's the other side, a really mint fish on a nice warm morning with a sunset. Really tough conditions coming up, very hot weather, but we'll power through, keep that bait going in, and hopefully keep ticking off these fish from the campaign. On my 4th night, middle of the day, UK heat wave, just over 30 degrees, 1 o'clock, middle of the day, old original scaly one at 23.4, cracking carp. Yes, Baz! Let's get her off, it's pretty hot, we don't want to keep her out too long. Give her a little rest until she's ready to go. Yeah, she's ready. Lively old Frensham carp. Yeah.
And there we are, the Frensham Pond campaign, part 1, over and out. What a success that was. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and part 2 will be following this video very shortly.